Hey everybody, I really want to talk to Christian men for a minute. And what I want to tell you is you matter. You may not feel that way. You may have not heard that enough or even at all. And you may not perceive that about yourself as you measure yourself or you compare yourself to the other people out there in the world. But the reality is you matter. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 38, it says the world was not worthy of them. Listen to this. They wandered in deserts, mountains, caves, and holes, were considered indispensable to God. And the reason why that is the case is God says that Christian men are valuable not by what they have externally, but who they are internally. Who you are internally matters way more than what you have externally. The character that you possess is far more greater and precious than the money, the jewelry, and the status that you have. Integrity, your character, your loyalty, your pursuit after purpose, and you being single-minded and being focused and not being distracted by how people dress or what's popular in culture. All of these things. Listen, these values that make up who you are is invaluable. It's indispensable. Literally, there are not a lot of men who possess those kind of qualities. And here's the truth. It is a big difference between a godly man and an ungodly man. While both may be looking and appearing as though they are responsible and are pursuing after purpose, the method of how they're pursuing, the method of how they're going about doing things, the method of their decision making is vastly different. It's vastly different. The Christian man not only honors, God, but he honors those around him. He's not going to step on the throat of another individual just to climb the corporate ladder. He's not going to undercut or throw someone under the bus to just achieve what he wants to achieve. But because his fear is, or because he fears the Lord and because he loves the Lord, he is, in a sense, constrained to doing things God's way. So it is very, very vital for us Christian men to understand our worth, not only to God, but in this world. We are just uniquely different. We're very, very different. We're actually built different because God is building us different. And so why is that important? I believe it's very important because we are not called to shy away from responsibilities. We are not called to shy away from influence. We are not called to shy away from, doing tasks that will put us in front of people because the world, as it says in Hebrews 38, is not worthy of us. In other words, the world is actually in need of people like you and I. The world is actually in need of the world, your job, the workplace, church, organizations, they are schools, they are in need of Christian men without them even knowing. That's why the word says that the world is not worthy of these men. Why? Because the world does not recognize its need. Come on, that it's almost like that girl that would bypass the nice guy to get the bad guy, not recognizing that she doesn't really need the bad guy. She wants the bad guy, but she really needs the good guy, right? That's the reality. The world is like that girl. The world is overlooking. The job may overlook, the organization may overlook the Christian guy to pursue the guy that seems more charismatic, the guy that seems more popular, and the guy that seems like he has it all together. But in reality, what they really need is someone who's stable, someone who's reliable, someone who's faithful, someone who's trustworthy. And I want to let you know, if you've been overlooked, if you feel like you have been isolated, if you feel like, man, maybe, this organization or maybe this friend group or maybe this church or maybe this, community of people, they don't see my value. I want to let you know, number one, you are valuable to God. And number two, you're valuable to them, even though they do not know you're valuable. You matter. You're important. It's time for you to stand up and take your place. And you can do that. You don't have to do it forcibly because That is not how you pursue influence, or that's not how you gain influence. The very character that you possess, being on time to things, these are practical things, being on time to things, being courteous, being kind, these little things that we do makes the difference, and the consistency thereof will put you in a place of influence. And so I want to encourage you for you to know that you matter, you're important, and the Bible says you're important more above all. So, hey, man, let's grind together. If you're a Christian man, let's get it. If you're not a Christian man, this could be your opportunity to be Christian. And the question is, well, how do I become Christian? What do I need to do in order to be connected with God? The Bible says if you believe in your heart and you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord, then you will be saved. And that is important because, again, like I said, for a Christian man, you may look the same externally with people out there, but your source is different. Your power source is different. For the person who does not trust in God, your power source is yourself. But the one who trusts in God, your power source is God himself, the one who created all things. And if you believe with your mouth, confess with your heart that Jesus is Lord, you will be saved. And so I want to encourage you to do that. God bless you. I love you.